quella mi sa.
Take a nice long deep breath through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Just sit up nice and tall, pull your lower belly in, lean forward and roll it around, pulling your tummy back against the spine. Inhale, rock it forward, and exhale, pull it back. Just do a few seated cat-cows, rocking it forward, scoop it up with the back of the head. Lift it up, extend your arms out, reach it up, lifting up. Now drop your shoulders, reaching the chin, lifting up, but don't crunch into the back of the neck. Just keep it lifted. Exhale, float the palms down, dropping the chin into the chest, and roll it all the way down. Take a moment here to just sway back and forth. Let everything go. Pull into your lower belly, and then inhale, scooping it up, lift the chest, float it up, reach the palms out, and float the palms up to the ceiling, dropping the chin. Nice deep breath. Exhale, float the palms down, curl the belly in, dropping the chin, and roll it all the way down to the mat. Breathe nice and deep, and just sway it out. Just give yourself a chance to open up and release. And then curl it back up to center. Nice deep breath through the nose. Nice ujjayi breath, exhaling. Reach it out, spread it out. Almost imagine that you have light beams shooting out from the tips of your fingers. Drop the shoulders, pull the lower belly in, roll the tailbone under. Holding onto your lower back, we'll reach it over to the right. Dropping your ear over. Float that palm down and then lift the arms straight up to the ceiling. Breathe into it, relax your bottom shoulder a lot. And then slowly opening the chest, look up to the ceiling. Reach it up. Maybe you'll open that hand back to open the chest a little more. Bring it back forward. Lift up a little more, keeping the shoulder released. Drop it all the way over. Now pull your belly in, curl your tummy in so you're holding onto that lower spine. Maybe you'll bring the arm a little forward so you can swirl it around, let the shoulder suck and open up. And then once you get it right over your ear, you can see about rolling open again. Get that nice deep stretch in the left side. Rotate it to look down to the mat. Breathe. Drop your chin. Stretch it out. Float the left arm up. Suspend for a moment and come back to center. Lift your arms up, dropping the shoulders, lifting the belly, squeeze into the mula bandha. Exhale, roll it down nice and slow, being very mindful of your back and your shoulders. Drop the forehead all the way down. Inhale, scoop it forward and up. Good, reach it out again, stretching through, dropping the shoulders, pull your belly in, just that little motion of tucking the tailbone under, dropping the shoulders, holding onto your lower back, slide it over to the other side, dropping your ear down to the shoulder, relax your shoulders. Drop that left hand down to the floor, not a lot of weight on that hand, try to hold on with the torso as you lean over, open up that armpit, stretch into the lymph nodes, rotate that wrist, and then slowly pushing into the floor, slowly open the shoulders, but keep the shoulders relaxed. Just open that arm back to open your chest, your heart, and your lungs up to the ceiling, up to the sky. Breathe. Pull the belly back in as you rotate back forward. Slide it out, coming down wherever you come. If you can't come all the way, it's all right. Just stay where you can. Drop the elbow. Roll it over. Stretch it out. Let the neck relax. The bottom shoulders nice and loose. Breathe here. Take another deep breath. Pull your belly back against the lower back. And then rotate to face the mat. Drop your chin. And breathe. Relax your neck. Pull your tummy in. Get into that little muffin top. And then lift it up. Push it up. Suspend it. Fly back to center. Good. Inhale, open back. Exhale, contract. Dropping the chin and the shoulders and squeeze the belly in. Flip the palms over and swim it through to open the chest. And exhale, contract. Roll it back. Tuck your belly in. Inhale one more time. Reach it forward and up. Bring your hands behind you with your fingertips pointing towards your butt. Roll your shoulders back, pulling the elbows back, opening up the rib cage. And if you want to, maybe this is enough. Maybe just to lift the chest and rock it around a little bit. Find your space, your spot. If you want to go further, you can push into the mat, lifting the hips. Keep your elbows slightly bent. As you drop it back, lift the belly, tuck your tailbone under, give it a squeeze, and then roll it down. Push through on the back into your hands to open up the palm and rock it forward to drop your forehead down, coming into a cross-legged child's pose, right? You can push the back of your arms into your thighs, squeeze your belly in and just round it over to open up all of that in the middle back. Good, and then slowly roll it up to sleep. Let's bring the palms up on the thighs. Sit nice and tall. Take a moment, tuning into your breath. Ujjayi breath, inhaling through the nose. Exhale, a nice soft sigh through the mouth. Create that sound of the ocean or the wind in the back of the throat and inhale. Making that sound this time, but with the mouth closed. Breathe. Open your eyes back to center. Take a nice deep breath. We'll walk it forward onto the floor, lengthening through the spine. Let your elbows come down and let your upper body just be heavy. Drop the forehead and breathe. As we come back up, you're going to push into the floor, dropping the chin into the chest to roll it back up to center. Sit up nice and tall. I'm just going to rotate to the side. You can stay just like you are so you can see me. We're going to let the knees come up. Control this. Roll your belly in. A nice slow descent down to the mat. Control it. Uncross your ankles. Pull your knees into the chest. Dropping your shoulders. Just rock it out a few times, side to side. Let the neck roll with it. Breathing nice and deep. Say hello to my friend Ganesh. Beautiful. Come to center. Relax. Place your hands lightly on your knees and just rotate the ankles a little bit. Open them up. Let your knees splay out to the side. Breathe into it, letting them drop open. Feel that nice expansion, the opening of the inner thighs. Dropping the chin, pulling the belly in. Drop the knees down so they're parallel to your hips. Feel the lower belly grab as you pull them in and roll it back in. Let's reverse it one time, dropping the knees away and open out. Pull them in and back into the chest. Extend your legs straight up. Flexing the feet, rotating the ankles, and just let your arms splay out, drop down to the mat, palms up, below the shoulders though, so you keep all of this nice and relaxed. So in Kundalini, we do what's called cross crawls. So we're going to let the arm cross across the body. What it does is it triggers the left and the right side of the brain. So if you bend the right knee and reach your right arm across, like you're hitting a tennis ball almost, let it cross the body. And then reverse it, extending the right leg, bending the left, and sweep it across. And almost in slow motion, so you can really dance this out if you want, keeping the shoulder down. If you want to go deeper, let the leg drop a little before you pull it in, so you really work into the lower belly. And we'll go back and forth, breathing into it, floating into it, but being engaged. So we're going to walk that tightrope through this whole class. of being engaged and letting go at the same time. Drop the shoulder, let it sweep right across your body. Pull your belly in. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, and then roll the legs into the chest. Give it a nice squeeze, dropping the chin so we elongate the back of the neck. Inhale, exhale, lift your head and shoulders, curl it all in. Now drop your shoulders, squeeze into the buttocks and your belly, engage everything and then flow it out of it. Drop it down. Drop your left foot down right by your butt cheek. Plant that foot into the mat. So open the toes and really step on that foot. Feel like you have your strength in that leg as well as you pull the right knee into the chest. Dropping the chin. Extend the right leg straight up, dropping the palms down on the floor. Breathe, and then on the exhale, let that leg come all the way over to the right. Pushing into the heel. Pulling the lower belly in. Get this nice stretch here. And then on the exhale, tip it over to drop the foot down, folding the left knee over. Keep the foot wide. Just reach it over. Extend your left arm over your head and reach into it. Stretch into it. Dropping the chin. If you want to push into that foot, so you push into the hip to get a little more opening. Breathe, stretch, yawn, reach into the body. Take a nice deep stretch, like your morning stretch, like you just woke up, and then sink in, let it go. Big deep breath. One more deep breath. And then on the exhale, we'll roll over slowly, rolling onto the arm, bringing the knee into the floor. Breathe. Pull your belly in. Smell your mat. And if your neck is nice and open, see if you can turn it all the way around and loop behind you to get that nice deep stretch and release. Breathe and then slowly float it back to your back. Dropping the left arm, get that straight stretch right through there, dropping both shoulders, breathe. Lift the knee and then using your obliques, use your belly to sweep the leg back up to center, dropping the palms down at the side. Center yourself, drop the chin, and use your upper arms into the mat as you sweep the leg down and extend and up. Flex it down and lift it up and down. So you have a little pause, a little reach, and lift up, and a little pause using the left leg, and down and reach and up. So we'll flex it down, reach into the heel and point and lift up, and flex it down. Down and up. Last one. Down and up. Open up your hands and go out to the side and down around and up the center and out to the side and down around and up. Using your belly. And now we'll reverse it, go the other way and down. Open out and lift it up. Down. Open. Lift. Down. And lift. Flex that foot, place it on top of the other thigh. Let your palms roll up and just have a moment here. Just sway it out, dip into one side and the other, getting your stretch on here. You know, be sensuous about it. Move into it and reach into it. We're going to tip it over to the left, bringing the right foot flat down. Let that knee start to drop away, opening up the hip socket here. Breathe, check it out. See where you're holding your tension. Just gently tug into it. Take a nice deep breath. Reach the right arm over your head, lifting through the belly, right? So you connect it all the way from your fingertips to your toes. Lift that right foot up, grab it with your left hand, place it high on the left thigh, and drop down into half lotus. Drop the left shoulder, look to the left, and then stretch into it. If you want to get deeper, squeeze your butt and engage. Get into it a little deeper, and then let it go. Breathe deep. One more breath here. You can stretch into it a little more if you want to. Nice deep breath. And on the exhale, as you tuck your tailbone under, squeezing into the belly, sweep the knee up, reach your left arm away from you, and we're going to roll right over, bringing that knee high up, drop it over and splat it out onto the floor. So you're opening the bottom shoulder, the back leg if you want to tuck it under and squeeze and lift up a little bit, and then drop it down and sink in. Breathe. And then we'll slowly roll it back to center. Take a nice deep breath. Center yourself, drop the shoulders and the chin, and then lift the bottom leg. Push into the back of that right leg to open up the hip and the socket there. Just roll it around a little bit. Roll it. And then to go a little deeper, we'll extend the leg. Pull your lower belly in, dropping the shoulders. As we walk up the leg, you'll lift the tailbone up to get up and over. It's always up and over, right? Tuck the toes under and go for this stretch. Now control the bottom leg. Make sure your knee is cool with it. You can push it away a little, squeeze into the belly, and come into this nice one-legged plow. Squeezing the belly. Make sure you're not on your neck. You want to be on your upper shoulders and the back of your head. And then slowly, incrementally, vertebrae by vertebrae, keeping the legs as close to you as you can. Roll it down carefully to get a little love on each vertebrae of the spine. We'll release the leg, bend the knee, drop it down, drop that knee away from you, extend the right arm, reach the left arm over, and then we'll come right over into Giselle. Lift your belly, squeeze that butt cheek, both feet are active, hands are active, dropping the bottom shoulders, squeeze and get in there, get into the belly. Lift it up, make it all continuous, and then we'll come back to center. Center yourself, lift that right leg, grab onto it, lift your head and shoulders up, pull everything into the leg, dropping the shoulders, squeeze your belly in, and then we'll switch it out. Left and right, and left and right. Keep going. If you want to dance it out, if you want to get creative, just keep the belly flat. Use your arms any way that you want. 5, 4, 3, breathe, 2, 1, and roll the knees in. Squeeze and drop it down. Good. Just place your feet down for a second, arms over your head. Just reach it out and windshield wiper back and forth just to loosen up and let go of everything. Coming back to center. Kick it back, get a nice release, roll everything forward, crossing the legs, and you can scoop it out. I hope I'm in the shot. Drop your hips and lift your chest. Roll it back, support yourself so you don't tweak your knees out. Coming back, roll your knees into the chest. Good. Let it go. Place your right foot down, left knee into the chest. Let your neck relax by swaying it out a little bit. Activate that right leg by stepping on that foot, open the toes, lifting the arch, and then we'll extend the left leg up, dropping the palms down. Rotate the ankle one way and the other. Pull that belly in nice and flat, pulling everything back against the spine. We'll reach the left leg all the way out to the left. Let the right knee drop to the right. Reach into it, get in there, get that nice deep stretch in the inner thighs, pulling the belly in, squeezing into both legs. Both feet are active. The whole body's working. Drop the foot down, point that, stretch the right knee all the way over, dropping it down, swing your right arm over the head and sink in. Reach into it, let your body yawn into it, stretch, breathe, and then let it go. Big breath through the nose, and then on the exhale, we're going to roll it over, dropping the elbow down, looking into the mat, and possibly looking behind you as I'm looking at you. Slowly unwind, coming back onto the mat. Use your belly, use your inner thigh to lift the leg, coming back to center. Drop the palms down, dropping the chin. We'll reach the leg down, reach into it, stretch into it, and then up, and down, and up, and down, and up, and down, and few more times. Down and up. Really using the belly. Your thighs should be starting to feel it. Open up your hands. Here we go. Out to the left and down, around and up. Out, around and up. Out, around and up. Let's reverse it. We'll go down and open, out and up. And down, open and sweep it up. Use your other leg too. Open it up, hold it here, flex the foot, drop it down. Let your palms float up and just have a moment of release, of a little dance, of a little sway. And then we'll tip it over to the right, bringing the foot flat down. Drop it down, let that knee drop away from you. Swing your left arm over the head, and when you're ready, you'll lift the left foot up, bring it high onto the thigh, and then drop it down into half lotus. Reach into it, stretch into it, dropping the shoulder, dropping the chin. Stretch, and then sink in. When you grip like that, it gets right into the bone, into the connective tissue, and then when you let go, you'll be able to release just a little bit more. It just helps you. Nice Ujjayi breaths here to really relax. And then when you're ready, using your belly, not your back, engage to sweep the leg up, reach your arm away from you, but have it below or right under the shoulder so you can roll over, bringing that knee nice and high so you can slide out and drop the head down. Stretch into it. Tuck the toes under if you want to get a little deeper into it, squeeze into it. Maybe you look the other way, or really opening up the neck. And then we'll slowly come back to where we were. Stretch it out, give it a moment. Take a nice deep breath, and on the exhale, lift the bottom foot, push into the back of that foot to open up the bottom thigh. You can rock it out. You can just stay like this. If this is enough for you, this might be good. Maybe you just lift the head and shoulders, and then once you get up here, drop your shoulders and squeeze your belly in. Activate all of those muscles deep into the butt and the hips. And then roll it back down. If you want to go further, we'll extend the leg, start to climb up the leg. Once you get here, if you can't go any further, this leg's in the way. You got to lift the sit bones up, lift the tailbone up so you can lift up and come over. Keep that leg engaged, using all your whole body the whole time. If you want to come deeper into half lotus, you can bring that foot higher and push the knee away to go a little deeper into it. Relax your neck, get rid of the tension. Don't turn your head in this posture. Just keep thinking about what you're doing and listening to me. You don't need to look. Breathe, and then slowly, keeping the spine and the legs as close to you as you can, you're going to try to get each vertebrae to have a moment as you roll it down onto the mat. Breathe. Breathe. Fill your body with oxygen. So important. Even if you just didn't feel like working out today, but you just laid on the floor and breathe deeply. Inhale, let it fill you up. Exhale, pull everything down, get rid of it all. Dropping that knee away from you now, rolling over onto the other side. My left arm is underneath me, so I'm laying on the shoulder to open it up. Squeeze your buttocks, engage both feet, dropping the right shoulder. So nice on the lower back. And then we'll come back to center. You tell I love what I do. Extend the left leg straight up and then pull it into the knee. Extend the right leg out. Drop your shoulders. Get into your belly. Lift the chest. Squeeze. And then extend and pull it in and lift. Breathe and exhale. Lift. Squeezing into that core. Lift. Get strong. Lift. Breathe and lift. 5, 4, you could flex for a few, 3, 2, 1, hold it there, drop your shoulders, extend both legs, lift your chest, and then roll it back, roll it all the way back, get a little momentum, stretch it out, cross your legs, sweep it forward, and either lay out flat like this, or roll through, dropping the hips, lifting it up, flex your feet, stretch it out, and then we'll back it up. Come back onto the mat. Coming into devotional. Reach it out. You want to feel that stretch right through your armpits to get into the lymph nodes. Feel free to sway just a little bit. We'll bring the arms back by the sides, palms up, round your shoulders, over your knees to open up your center back. And just take a breath here, relax. Feel everything you're feeling, especially your circulation. So we'll go for a little bit of rabbit pose. You're going to curl the belly in, bring the top of the head down, grab onto your heels, lift the sit bones up, and then roll to the top of the head. Now drop your shoulders away from your ears, squeeze your belly in tight, and then release it. Coming back slowly. Take your time, place your palms down, dropping the shoulders, pushing back against the mat to roll the tummy in, to come up slowly through the spine, lifting the head up. Good. Get that blissful blood and prana up to the brain. Lift it up, squeeze your butt, tuck your tail under. Exhale, float it down. Tuck your toes under and lift the knees just a little bit. Stay in this low squat, pushing one heel down and the other. Open up your toes and just open up the back of the calves and then float into down dog. Breathe. Soften your elbows a little bit to open up the middle of the back. Open up those fingers wide, get them in line with your shoulders. Keep a little micro bend in the knees to keep it safe on the back of the legs and on your lower back. And breathe. So we're going to do a couple of floats here. We're going to float it forward into up dog. Lift the heels, curl the belly in, ripple it forward, lifting the thighs. Drop the hips down, softening the elbows to come into up dog. Lift. Breathe. Exhale, roll it back into down dog. Inhale, lift it up, ripple through the belly, dropping the hips down, bend the elbows, come to up dog, stretch. We'll drop the hips down here, let the feet come flat, and just take a moment to sway it out, let it go, and then roll it all the way down. Dropping the forehead, shrug the shoulders, squeeze into both legs, lift both legs off the mat, hold it there. Lift and gaze slightly forward, dropping the shoulders, bring the feet together, squeeze, and drop it down. Keeping the feet flat like that, we're going to inhale, push through the arms, lift up, and then pull your lower belly in. If this bothers you, you can tuck your toes under earlier, but try to go for that lift right there. Breathe. We'll lift the right leg straight up. Try to keep the hips flat, soften your elbows a little. Rotate that ankle, and now we'll open up the hip and fly it out a little bit more. Reach into it. We'll swing the leg all the way out to the side, flexing the foot, and then bring it back again. Lift it up and place it down. Going to the other side, lift the left leg up. Keep your hips flat here for a moment. Feel that deep stretch on the right side, and then go ahead, open up the hip, swing the leg forward and back, and place it down. We'll lift the right foot up just a little step, about 10 inches. Turn the foot out and drop it down. Opening up the outside of the legs and the hips. Breathe and then step on that foot. Bring your left foot in front of your right so you're in an open fifth position. Shift your weight so all your weight is on your legs and drop the head down. Plie into it. Inhale, curl yourself up, coming to flat back. Exhale, fall. Inhale, roll it up, extend it out to flat back, and drop it down. Take a moment, and then nice and cute, walk yourself up to the front of the mat. Feet are hip width apart or 2 fists apart. Bend your knees, drop your head. So you can straighten, but after a while, any kind of locking out of the joints is hard on your joints. So keep your knees a little bit soft. It's much better on your lower back. I'm pushing my hands into the mat as I drop my head, so I'm letting the back of the neck, the brain stem open up as I move to the groin. Enjoy this. Inhale, come halfway up to flat back. Exhale, fall. Inhale, come all the way up. Open your arms, sit down, and then push up to come to standing. Dropping your shoulders, lift. Exhale, fall. Inhale up the center. Exhale, we'll throw this one away. inhale back up, and then open up and fly it down. Inhale, the right leg steps back, drop the hips and lift. Exhale, left foot steps back and down dog. Roll it forward, drop the hips, come into up dog. Exhale, back into down dog. Inhale, step the right foot forward, drop the hips. Exhale, left foot follows, drop the hip. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fall. Inhale, come all the way up, open the arms. Reach it up, stretch it up. Exhale, drop it down. Inhale at the center. Exhale. And again, up. Exhale, fly it out. Drop it down. Halfway up, flat back. Exhale, step the left foot back, drop the hips, gaze forward. Step it back. Into up dog. Down dog. Left foot steps forward. Right foot follows. Halfway up. Come all the way up. Breathe. Exhale. Lift the belly, lifting the thighs. Throw it away. Fly it out. Back to the right side, steps back. Drop the hips. Left foot steps back down dog. Ripple it forward, up dog. Inhale. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right foot. Exhale, left foot. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fall. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale. Inhale at the center. Open out. Left foot steps back. Right foot follows. Dropping the hips, lift the chest. Exhale, push it back. Left foot steps forward, right foot follows, hang it. Sway it out, swirl it out, drop the head. Release your arms, reach around behind you, bend your knees, and give yourself a squeeze. Squeeze into the butt, open up the toes and squeeze. Lift your chest a little bit to lengthen through the spine, and then let it go. We're going to step the right foot back and open sideways on the mat. Drop it down. Breathe. You can sway here. You can have a moment whenever your music is. If you want to just have a moment to release your arms and sway it out, reaching behind yourself. I'm going to come to sideways so you can see what I'm doing. Reach your arms back. Interlace your hands behind your back, stretch into it, dropping it down, keeping a little micro bend in the knees, opening up the shoulders, drop your tailbone a little more, lifting the toes, and release the hands and bring it down. We'll turn the right foot to the right, open up the left foot so you have a nice stance here, lifting the arches. We're going to curl it out to come into warrior one. Into it, lifting up, rolling the right hip back, dropping the shoulders, hold it here. Breathe. Dropping the palms down, folding forward, lifting the arms up behind you, empty the groin. Inhale, come back up and wiggle right into warrior two. Sink in. Tuck your tailbone under, make sure your knee is right in line with your toes. Your back arch is lifting, so you're rolling into the outside of that back leg. Breathe into it. You're going to float the palm down to the inside of the right foot. Keeping your butt underneath you. Rotate to look up to the ceiling. Push. Use the energy of your arm against the leg as you rotate to look up. Rotate the palm and stretch it over your ear. Breathe. rotate to face the mat, bring one hand on each side, tuck your back toes under, and then drop it down. Sink in, roll around a little bit on that leg. Bring your left hand forward, soften the elbow, and then letting your foot, you can let your foot turn out a little bit if you like, and then roll onto the outside of the back leg, tucking it in. Breathe. Coming back forward slowly, heel toe it over, bringing one hand on each side, tuck the back toe under and lift up. Hold it. Getting ready, your hands are even with your heel. Left foot is right behind your left shoulder. You're gonna lift up, drag that foot back and up. Exhale, roll it into the chest and then lift. Bring it back and up. Exhale, roll it in and lift. Bring it back and up. This time, pull it in. Lift the knee out to the side, roll it around and back in. And then we'll reverse it. In. This time, extend the leg out. Big circle with the leg and up. And then reverse it. Bring that leg through, slide it through, placing your foot diagonally underneath you. Let the back foot rotate and then open your chest. Keep a little bend in that bottom leg and bring it back around. Come back into down dog. Breathe. Ripple yourself forward, bend the elbows, elbows over the wrist as you lower down, drop the chest. Inhale into cobra. Exhale, fall. Tuck the toes under, shrug the shoulders, and lift up and back into down. Breathe. Bend one knee and the other to work it out. You're going to step your right foot forward and rotate to the other side of the mat. Staying here, you can soften, bend your knees, and work it out. Coming to the side view for you so you can see everything I'm doing. Stretch it out, reach it out. Now we'll walk it forward a little bit, coming to this wide leg plank pose. Have your hands underneath your shoulders. Lift the heels up. Go for a few push-ups here. You can drop it down. You don't have to go too far. And drop it down and lift. And one more time. Hold it. Hold it. Come on! And then drop it down. Push it back and drop your chest. A little soft bend in the knees. Breathe. Walk it back in. Heel toe in just a little bit. Walking your hands backwards underneath you. Bend your knees and drop the sit bones down. Open up the middle back. Squeeze your belly up and in. And then we'll slowly release it. This time rotating towards the front of the mat. Your right leg is forward. The back leg opens up, coming into warrior on this side. Actually, we did this side too. So I'm going to reverse it. Bring your left foot forward. Engage your back leg, lifting the arch, dropping the shoulders, curl your belly in and roll up to warrior on this side. Lift your arms up and sink in, rolling that left hip back, lift your belly and drop the shoulders. You can follow me, right? We'll drop the hands down, fold it forward and lift it up behind you. Squeeze into the belly, sweep it back forward. And then we're going to rotate right into warrior two. Breathe, lifting the arches so you feel it in your inner thighs, lifting the belly, tucking the tail, float it down, bringing that palm down right inside the leg, rotating your chest to the palm. Breathe into it. Drop your shoulder. I'm going to change the angle again. So you see that my back arch is lifting, that leg is really active, the hip is rolling back, extending the arm up If you want to open up the chest a little more, go for it. Rotate the palm over the ear and go for this long side twisted lunge. Release it. Coming back down. One hand, the other. Let the back foot rotate and then drop down on that back knee. Sink in. Roll onto the outside of the thigh. Bring your right hand forward. Release your left hand and roll into it, dropping the chin and the shoulders. Squeeze your belly in. Come back forward. Bring your hands back even with your heel. Tuck the back foot under, lift up, and then slide the left leg back. Exhale, roll it in, and then lift it up. Extend it back. Exhale, roll it in, and lift it up. You can always adjust. Lift it back and roll it in. This time opening it out to the side. The knee out and back around and in. And then reverse it. And in. Nice straight leg circle. Open out all the way. And up. And out. And up. This time bending the knee. Lace it underneath you. Placing the foot flat down. Rotating on the back. On the back foot so you can open up. Stretch into it. Exhale. Bring it back around, coming back into down dog. Little vinyasa here, rippling it forward, dropping down either chaturanga or drop to your knees, float it down. Shrug your shoulders, elbows in tight, halfway up, hold it, drop your shoulders. Now see, can you lift your hands up and hold it here? Breathe, and then drop it down. Push yourself all the way back. Into child's pose. Good. Stretch it out. Bring your arms by your side and just gently rock it out. Breathe. Are you sweating yet? I am. The deeper you work, you can make it easy or you can make it hard. It's up to you. Take your time. Let's get that little blissed out rush of energy and prana as we roll through the spine, pulling the belly back. Coming up to sitting. Oh, how's my hair? All right, good. Come to a seated position. So this is not going to be my usual 90-minute class, but this is enough to keep you going and keep you warm. So we'll breathe nice and deep. Just rock it out a few times. I know you want to work your butt, so I'm going to give it to you in this video. Let's just loosen up a little bit, rock it back, let that middle back open up, and then scoop it forward and lift it up. Okay, so we'll come back, have your feet hip width apart at the front of your mat. Make sure you're gonna roll back and be on there. Lift up and get that length. And exhale, float it over, drop your chin, drop the shoulder. Let your shoulders push down. Take a deep breath and let your belly fill up. Push it out because that's a nice stretch too. And then on the exhale, release your hands, roll your belly in and start to roll it back. Hold it here. Drop your shoulders and squeeze it in. Walk it back a little bit and see if you can find that place where you can just balance right here. Just find your place where you're really grabbing on so you're not feeling it in the back. You're dropping the shoulders. Maybe you'll cross the ankles. Now see if you can just lean it back, extend the legs, dropping the shoulders, squeeze. Exhale, pull it in, squeeze. Inhale, reach it back and squeeze. Exhale, roll it in and squeeze. Drop the shoulders. One more time, stretch it out, uncross your ankles, lift your chest, but drop your shoulders. Keep dropping the hands and open up a little more. Squeeze your butt and your thighs, dropping the shoulders. Come on, go, squeeze. Take a nice deep stretch. I know you miss me. Oh, stretch one side and the other. Reach it out. Let's bring the knees back up. You're gonna sweep the arms over the head, lift the head and shoulders, and reach it forward. Lift the right leg, drop the shoulders, and then roll it back down. Big deep breath. On the exhale, sweep it up. Lift the left leg, hold it, drop the shoulders, squeeze your belly, and then roll it back down. Nice deep breath, dropping the chin, arching the back. Exhale, curl it under, lift the hips up. Just hang out for a minute. Open up your toes, lifting your arches. Stay low, you don't need to push up too high. And then we'll sweep the arms around. Roll your shoulders underneath to lift up a little more. So we're just going to do a little move. So this isn't a big pulse, it's just a little move. So you're going to tuck your tailbone under, engage your core, and this little tight squeeze, we're going to squeeze up, right, and drop it down. Just a little squeeze and down, and up and down. Really squeeze and down. Pull your belly in, squeeze. You want to keep that nice tight tush, and squeeze and down. Pull your belly in more on that descent right there. Up and down. Up and down. Relax your shoulders. Up, drop your chin and down. And up and down. It's really hard to grab on in that little tight movement. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Keep going. Just lift the right side. Up and down. Just the right side. Up and up and up. And 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Go back to center and up, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left side only. Up, 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 up. And then we'll go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to center. Lift it up. Roll your shoulders underneath you more. Interlace your fingers. Lift up on your heels and the balls of your feet. Lift it up and roll it up. Open up your belly. And then release your hands. Release your shoulders and slowly roll it down. Good. Curl your legs, knees into the chest. Give it a squeeze. Whoa. Rock it out. Roll over to your right side, curl into a little ball, squeeze into everything, releasing everything. Now just walk your knees down a little bit so they're nice and level with your hips. Start to pull your belly in, feel lifted here. And then keeping your legs, roll your chest back onto the mat, lift up and flatten out. Now hold on to that left thigh, place your hand there and feel your hip dropping away so you feel this length in your left side. As you drop the left shoulder, bend the elbow and bring it down by your side so you can really look hard to the left, pulling your tummy in. Breathe into it, wring it out, get deep into the belly, and then release it, come to center. Breathe. Roll one leg at a time, back onto your back. Give it a moment. We could kick it up a little bit and come into happy baby for a few rocks here. Breathe. And then we'll release the legs and roll over to the other side. Curl into a little ball. Squeeze your belly in. Then release the legs down. I'm going to show you from this view. Release the legs down. Drop your head back. Open up your chest and drop both shoulders down. Keep your left arm on that thigh. Pull your belly in. Dropping the hip away. You might feel your back giving yourself a little adjustment. Breathe. Give it a squeeze and then drop the right shoulder. Look all the way over to the right. Pull your belly in more. Dropping the hip. Your back loves that. And come back to center. Of course, you don't want to do any deep twisting if you have any issues with your lower back. And then roll back to center. Drop your feet down. Center yourself. Open your feet as wide as you can. Stretch your arms over the head and reach. Drop your chin and your shoulders and stretch it out. Now arching, lifting that lower back. Breathe, squeeze into it. Open your hands wide. Have energy in your hands. And then exhale, curl it under. Don't lift up, but squeeze into the Mula Bandha, the bottom triangle. Roll everything in. Squeeze into those deep muscles. And then let it go. Drop your knees to the left. Look to the left. Grab your right wrist and just arc it out, stretching into the right side. Breathe. And then coming back to center. Take a nice deep inhale. Exhale, contract, squeeze into the groin. So it's like elevator doors are closing down there, and then lift everything up. Squeeze into those deep muscles to lift everything back up and in where it belongs. Hold it, and then let it go. Drop your knees over to the right. Grab your left wrist and arc it out. Dip in. Coming back to center. Float both hands up to the ceiling. Bring your legs together so your feet are together. Maybe this time you'll be a little more elongated on the mat. Have your legs be a little further away from you so you can gently push into your feet. Push and get your legs together. Pull the lower belly in. Drop the chin and float your arms up. Now maybe first, maybe we'll just have one little lift here. So start to lift up like you're reaching for something, precious thing that's coming your way. You don't want to drop it, so you want to be sure you got it. So lift your chest, pull your belly, lift a little more, squeeze, hold it, drop your chin, and then roll it back down. Now drop your shoulders back into the mat. Start to open up your hands and work into your digits. Thousands of nerve endings. Start to be able to see through your skin, to see everything that you are. And just float it out. Just let it go. Breathe into it. Bring all the fingertips into the thumb and then drop the hand down to open the back of the wrist. Pull it back for crane pose, dropping the chin. Pull the belly in and then open up and float it out. Drop it down, fold it back, and open up. This time, keep it here. Drop the hands and swivel right into the shoulder socket, one way and the other. And flower it open. Drop it down. Lift the right leg, squeeze right all the way up into the ear and down. And then extend the left leg and engage. Feel that length happening as you reach all the way into every muscle in your body. Pointing both toes, reaching through both palms. Squeeze your butt, lift up, squeeze, squeeze. Make a fist and squeeze everything and then drop it down. Our favorite from Kundalini. Thank you, Kundalini. Fish pose. We're going to flop it around to get into all the meridians in your arms and your wrists and your shoulders and your butt and your legs. And then if you want to, you can even lift your feet up, give yourself a little bit of a invigorating slap down. Really, seriously, try it, because when it stops, it feels really tight. Just get into your thighs and your butt. You can have a soft fist. Get into the gut, into the belly, into your chest, and give yourself a good slap into the throat and the thyroid. Your arms, slap it. Let it go. Take a few nice long breaths. Let your head rock side to side till you find a nice comfortable place for it to rest. If you have something beautiful to put over your eyes, then cover your eyes. Maybe you put something under your knees, a little bolster to relieve the lower back, or if you want, you could keep your feet together and just let your knees flop open to the side. Give yourself permission to relax. into the cosmic realm, I envision these beings perfect, whole, happy, healthy, and pure. And so be it.